Hi, I'm Deborah Hayes, and today we're at the M.A.T.S Temporary Homeless Shelter, which M.A.T.S stands for Ministerial Association's Temporary Shelter for the Homeless.
That's right.
And I am with Dr. Gary Brewster and David Rutherford. Okay, now understand that M.A.T.S actually started at the King Meyer Hotel.
Yes.
So give us some history about that.
We had a homeless gentleman who died of exposure. He froze to death. And the community came together and said, we're too good a community for this kind of thing to happen here. So as a result, the ministers got together, and that's why it's the Ministerial Association, is the ministers got together and discussed it and brought in members of the community and said, what can we do? They decided to start a homeless shelter. It started at the King Meyer. We rented a few rooms there, had the availability so that people could have a place to stay. That was in 1987.
Wow.
And so after several years, of course, the King Meyer quality went down and it became non-functional, and we had to find a place. And so this house that is adjacent to us here was located, and we were able to get an agreement to purchase the place. And so we turned it into the M.A.T.S homeless shelter. We functioned at that level for quite a number of years, and it became a problem for us in that we couldn't bring in entire families because of the construction of an older house. We could not separate the men from families and that kind of thing. So that at that point when we went to the community and said, our vision is to have a better facility, and this building that you're in here is the annex, and so we have a section next to us here where men can be housed, and then we can have families in the big house with the great support of the community. But for the City Council and the County Commission and the United Way, and then of course all the people in the community who every year reach into their pocket and make it possible for people to have a place to stay. You know, people have a different concept of what being homeless is. They see people under the bridge and that kind of thing. And there are those folks who, for whatever reason, because of psychological problems, because of not just their condition, but they don't want to come in and that kind of thing. But I found once I started here 20 years ago that you have families who get on hard times. You have people like businessmen who have completely gone from living in the big house down to no place to live.
For no fault of their own.
Exactly.
So don't be an outsider looking at M.A.T.S. Be a participant with anything that you can contribute to the Ministerial Association Homeless Shelter here. And thank you again for watching Morristown TV Today.